Here we go then, it is the big one. Hello, welcome back to the channel. It is time for the Champions League final. Who would have thought it? We're taking on Manchester City, of course. It is Pep against his old club. It's the perfect way to end this first season, this first series. I can't believe at the start of the season when we wiped out the squad and rebuilt it that we would be in the final at this point, having already won La Liga and the Copa and the Super Copa as well. It's just been an incredible season. It really, really has. If you have missed any of it, make sure you do go back and watch it. There's some absolute classics in there. So here we are. We're on the overview page. You can see Harry Kane is the top scorer. Clearly, he's going to win it. I don't think there's anybody anywhere near it from either player. I mean, Antoine Griezmann's got 8, so he would need to score 5 in the final. Quite happy for him to do that, of course. Sergio Roberto's got 3 Player of the Match awards, so he's had a good run. No one else troubling any of those top charts there. A quick look at Man City. We had a look at them briefly before, didn't we? They finished 6th in the Premier League, which of course means they're in the Europa League next season. Liverpool have won the league. Arsenal finished 2nd. Wolves finished 3rd on goal difference from Man United, but Man United obviously 4th as well. So that is your Champions League qualifiers. Chelsea, City and Tottenham all into Europa League. Palace, Sheffield United and Newcastle all going down, which couldn't be further from the truth this season, in fairness. Man City do have some players out going into today's game. Ilkay Gundogan isn't registered, Leroy Sané is not registered, and Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne are both out injured, which is great news for us, as you would expect. As I said, Pep Guardiola is the manager. Morgan Rogers is their hot prospect. Not one I've heard of. Doesn't look half bad, but yeah, not one that I've heard of. So yeah, I don't know if they've won any trophies. They got past Atletico Madrid. They lost at home, didn't they? They lost at the Etihad 1-0 and then went to the Wanda and won 2-0, which was ridiculous. And then they won 3-2 away at Anfield in the Premier League. Bizarre. They did get to the FA Cup semi-final but lost to Liverpool, and Tottenham won the other one. So might as well have a look at the final my way, and Liverpool won it. So Liverpool have done the double, and obviously we put Liverpool out en route to the final here. Borussia Dortmund and Napoli also beaten on their knockout run to the Champions League. In terms of their squad, went back one too many there. Let's have a look at their squad. As I say, Ederson, if you didn't watch the last video, you might not know this. Well, you won't know it if you didn't watch the last episode. Ederson is joining Barcelona. We are signing Ederson. He's playing his final game for his current employers against his new employers today, which, hopefully we'll put 4 or 5 past him. Kevin De Bruyne is out injured, which is a shame, but, you do want the best players to be available, but, what are you going to do? In terms of their goal scorers, obviously it's Sergio Aguero. Bernardo Silva up there with 20 goals and 13 assists as well. He's going to be their danger man, and Raheem Sterling goes without saying, doesn't it? Right, I think we've taken up enough time, and I am really struggling with coughs and snivels and colds and all sorts, so we'll get straight to it. I think this is the team that we are going with. We're able to pick 12 substitutes for the final, bizarrely. I don't know why, we just are. So basically, we've got everybody in the team, apart from the only players who aren't on the squad are the ones that aren't at the club. Every player that is at the club is in the squad. So, yeah, we've gone for Dani Olmo over on the left because he's been really impressing recently, jinking in, taking on players, causing real problems. He scored that vital last-minute goal at Osasuna in the last video that, in the end, it was that sort of result that won us the league. We wouldn't have won the league had we not won that game, and he got that goal for us, so that was huge. These are the lineups then. Bernardo Silva is in the team, Sergio Aguero and Raheem Sterling. The front three there is just insane. Artur, who at the start of this save, we moved him to Manchester City. He is playing as well. For us, we are going to say... you deserve the trophy and I expect you to win it. It's simple as. And then we're just going to passionately G them up. I'm going to go passionate on this one and say I have faith. We'll get to the tunnel interview. We can do this today. There's only one match. It'll be a longish video if it goes to extra time and penalties. I don't think it will. Confident in my player's ability. Presnel Kimpembe has been rock solid. He expects that of himself. He's confident. Have you prepared to face Manchester City? Are you? Oh God, yeah. He's been amazing. Ricardo Pereira. Oh, that's it. That's the final. Where are we actually? Oh, we're in Istanbul. We're at the Ataturk. Okay, may have seen a famous comeback, of course, a few years ago for Liverpool, wasn't it? So let's see if we can get something as dramatic as that. This is the final game for our assistant manager as well. We're going to be replacing him in the summer. He is out of contract. I've got a lot to do in the summer. I'm guessing there's quite a lot of youth players and staff as well. And Griezmann's in immediately. Antoine Griezmann. Oh, he scored inside 3.5 minutes. Past his future colleague Ederson. And what a dream start. Thiago lifting the ball over. Kimpembe took the kick here to Jordi Alba. Pouring down rain in Turkey. Thiago just lumps the ball forward and Griezmann is in and scores his final game as our first choice striker. Of course, again, if you missed the last episode, you won't know this, but we have Lautaro Martinez joining us from Inter Milan, and Dani Olmo's going on one of those runs that I've put him in the team to do, and Ederson is on hand to make the save this time, but that is exactly what I want Dani Olmo doing, cutting in, taking players on, running at players, tiring them out, and then I'll probably bring on Ansu Fati in the second half. We should be winning this. Manchester City are an amazing team, but they just don't seem to do it, do they, on FM? They just always seem to be real underachievers, and Pep normally gets sacked, so I'm surprised he's lasted the season, if I'm being totally honest. I'm going to gloss over the fact that we just gave them a clear chance there as well. We're not going to mention that. Here's Kimpembe into midfield for De Jong. Griezmann's looking to get away again. De Jong's still going though, and he's played Griezmann in this time. Oh, and he smashed it off the bar. What a hit that was. Ederson was clutching at thin air there. He didn't have a chance of getting to that. And oh, we're going to look for a penalty. Oh, it is a penalty. I didn't see anything happen there. I will check that in the edit. I didn't see a thing there. As Aguero steps up, oh, and he's gone through Neto, and it's in the back of the net, and it's 1-1, and it is all square with, less than 17 minutes on the clock. Oh, Neto should have saved that. Just had too much on it for him. And that's frustrating. That is frustrating. Right, time for shout-out. We're 20 minutes in. Do you know what? I'm going to drop an encourage. I don't really like it. It doesn't usually work. It hasn't worked. Right. It was a dream start. We've been pegged back. We can keep going, boys. Half an hour in. Let's just keep going. If need be, I'll get them in their dressing room and give them a bit of a G up. We haven't even seen Leo Messi yet. Not seen a thing from him at the moment. He's got I thought when he scored that goal in the last episode, that brilliant volley against Eibar, I really thought that was going to be him back to form as David Silva heads. Oh, Laporte has put Man City in front. We've got a turnaround here. It was David Silva's corner, headed on by John Stones and headed in by his defensive partner Aymeric Laporte. The former Athletic Club defender has turned this one on its head, and all of a sudden that doesn't look good now, does it? Oh, right. Get them in. It's now not so much of G'ing them up. It is now absolutely hammering them. I expect to see a much better performance in the second half. Jordi Alba, why are you anxious? We've got a lot of good players coming back from loan. The best, obviously, is Carlos Alenya. He will be a massive part of next season's squad. Marc Cucurella as well at left back. And this is all stuff that we'll cover in the summer. With the two signings that we've already got lined up, I'm not planning on making any other signings, really. It will just be reactionary if we end up selling anybody. And it's 3-1. Oh, Sergio Aguero scored again. Oh, this is not good. Oh, the season's going to end on a horrible, horrible note. It's a lovely ball from Fernandinho. I mean, João Cancelo shouldn't have been allowed to pull that back. Jordi Alba should have got to him. It's a tidy finish. But again, a couple of these goals, you just think that Ederson maybe wouldn't have let them in. Right, we're going to go attacking, and I'm going to do show some passion. And I would love it if Leo Messi would actually show up today. That would be really, really nice. We took the lead, and I don't know what has gone on. I don't know what has happened all of a sudden. And Dani Olmo's now on a 6.2. I mean, he has just totally dropped. So we're going to bring him off and give Ansu Fati a game. If I can get this to extra time now, I would be absolutely delighted. Frankie de Jong can go off as well, and we're going to bring on Bruno Fernandes for him. This is really, really not good. Are we actually going to do anything? What a damp squib to end the season on. But I guess it gives us something to aim for next season, doesn't it? I mean, Barcelona have not lost a Champions League or European Cup final since, the mid-90s when they got absolutely smashed by AC Milan. Since then, they've won every final they've been in. And it looks like that run's coming to an end here. I'm absolutely devastated. When we took the lead, I thought we were going to go on and complete an unbelievable season. And we've not shown a thing here. I mean, I went attacking at 3-1. We've not seen a single highlight. Not seen a single highlight. And that is it. Manchester City have won the Champions League. We go again next season, I guess. That is now going to be the narrative for next season, isn't it? I've seen enough of that. That is going to be the narrative now for next season. I mean, that is... Well, I am gutted at that. You were awful. Absolutely awful. I don't know what happened after we went ahead. I mean, Griezmann then smashed one off the bar, but I have no idea what happened there. What happened? We went 1-0 up, and then that was it. We were not in the game after that. I'm speechless. I'm absolutely fuming. I really, really am. That is not how I wanted this season to end. Yeah. I mean, that's our first defeat in any competition since that defeat in the first leg, in the first knockout round at Anfield. Who would have thought when we were 2-0 down from that game at Anfield that we would get to the final? As I say, it's been an amazing season that we've won La Liga, we've won the Copa, we've won the Super Copa, and we got to the Champions League final in our first season of rebuilding. And then it's ended like that. Oh. And it is, I can't put it into words. Like I say, I suppose that gives us something to do next season now, doesn't it? That is the ultimate aim for next season, is to lift this big ear trophy. That's the one that we need. That's the one that we have to get now. I'm really sorry. We will come back and just do a quick little recap when we get all the the end of season review and the player of the year and the goal of the season, things like that. So we will just have a little few minute video on that. Maybe just have a look at the future plans as well for the squad. But yeah, I can't believe that. Really, really annoying. Right. Well, while that saves, I will say goodbye. Thank you very, very much for watching. As I say, jump in the comments. Do you know, out of all the games, that was the one I really, really thought we'd win. Obviously I thought we'd win the Copa del Rey against Espanyol, but I didn't think we'd turn the league. I mean, if we would have ended up losing the league as well, if that hadn't have gone in our favour, this would have been a really, really heartbreaking end to the season. But at least we've got three out of the 4 trophies. We got to the final of the other one. I don't know what happened in that final. That is something that needs addressing for next season. But yeah, join me again for the next episode. Hopefully the England series will come back soon as well. So yes, stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, watch, share and like. Jump in the comments in the description, and I will see you very soon as we go again next season. Thank you for watching. Adios, amigos.